Level 1. The folding chairs. The fluorescent lights in the gymnasium buzz at a low, irritating pitch. It is 7:14 in the evening on a Tuesday. There are 43 people here, and half of them are looking at their phones. You stand behind a plastic folding table. Your throat is dry. Elias hands you a blue folder. Sign where the red tab is, he says, voice quiet, cracking slightly. He is wearing a frayed gray suit. He actually believes in you. You adjust the microphone. It whines. A sharp burst of feedback. The crowd winces. You clear your throat and start the speech. It costs $4,500 just to rent this space and print the mailers. You put $2,250 on a personal credit card at 19.99% interest. The air smells like floor wax and old coffee. You shake hands. The grips are weak. They look at you like you are selling a used car. You smile until your cheeks physically ache. An old woman asks about property taxes. You do not know the answer. You pivot. You give her a story instead of a number. Elias watches from the back door, nodding slowly. It is 11:30, 2 at night. The drive home is silent. The heater in your sedan is broken. You look at the blue folder on the passenger seat. The red tab glows. You are exhausted. But you won by 112 votes. The ladder has a bottom rung. You just grabbed it. Level 2, the war chest. The carpet in the fundraising suite is thick enough to swallow your footsteps. Year 3. You are running for the Senate. The stakes are no longer measured in folding chairs. They are measured in $10,000 plates of dry chicken. Vance sits across from you in the holding room. He is running in the neighboring district. He spins a heavy gold watch around his wrist. It is just math, Vance says, not looking up. You sell 1% of your soul to buy the other 9% back later. You do not answer. 4:18 in the afternoon. Elias hands you another blue folder, thicker this time. Sign where the red tab is. His eyes are darker now. The gray suit has been replaced by custom navy wool, but he looks older. You walk into the ballroom. The flashbulbs explode. It blinds you for a fraction of a second. You shake hands. The grips here are firm, transactional, cold. A telecom executive leans in, breath smelling of gin and peppermint. He mentions a telecom subsidy bill. He does not ask for your vote. He just states a fact about the market. It is a quiet threat. You smile. Your cheeks are numb. You raised $1,450,800 in 3 hours. 1:15 in the morning. You sit in a leather chair in your hotel room. The silence is absolute. You look at your hands. They feel perfectly clean. That is what terrifies you. The climb accelerates. Level 3, the echo chamber. The air in the television studio is freezing. It is 6:30 in the morning. Year 5. You are a senator now. You stare at the red light on camera 2. The host asks about the border crisis. You do not give your actual opinion. Your actual opinion is complicated and requires 20 minutes to explain. Instead, you deliver a 12-second soundbite engineered by a team of 6 consultants. It tests well with suburban voters. Sign where the red tab is. You think, remembering Elias. He is standing off camera holding a tablet. He taps his watch. Time is up. You step off the platform. The makeup artist wipes your forehead. The towel comes away slightly orange. You check your phone. Vance texted you. They are polling you for the big seat. 42% name recognition. 42%. A shiver runs down your spine. Not from the cold. From the realization that the machine is moving you. You are no longer driving. You are being driven. You walk to the black sport utility vehicle waiting outside. The engine idles. Elias opens the door for you. He does not look you in the eye anymore. He looks at your label. Next stop is the committee hearing, he says. You nod. You are a product now. Packaged and sold every single day. The price tag is invisible, but it is heavy. It weighs on your chest. You close your eyes as the car moves. Level 4, the empty room. Midnight in the penthouse suite. Year 8. The air conditioning hums relentlessly. It is exactly 68 degrees. You are pacing across an antique Persian rug that costs more than your childhood home. $78,000. You stare at your reflection in the tall window. Vance is on speakerphone. His voice is distorted by the connection. They found the offshore account, he says. The one from 3 years ago. Your stomach drops. A cold sweat breaks out on the back of your neck. How much do they know? You ask. Enough, Vance replies. 2.5 million. They are going to leak it to the press on Thursday. Thursday. 72 hours. Elias walks into the room. He is holding a blue folder. Sign where the red tab is. You whisper to yourself before he even speaks. But he does not ask you to sign anything. He drops the folder on the desk. I am resigning, Elias says. His voice does not crack. He looks you directly in the eye for the first time in years. I cannot spin this one. He turns and walks out. The heavy oak door clicks shut. You are completely alone. The silence is deafening. You pick up the blue folder. Inside is a drafted statement of apology. It is written in 12-point Times New Roman. It means nothing. The ladder is shaking. And you are very high up. Level 5, the fallout. The war room is suffocating. Day 3 of the scandal. The air conditioner is broken again. You are sweating through a custom silk shirt. The television in the corner plays on mute. The headline scrolling at the bottom spells disaster in bright red letters. $2.5 million. The anchor's mouth moves rapidly. You look away. Your phone vibrates. It is a news alert about Vance. He resigned this morning. He could not handle the pressure of the neighboring investigation. His 51% was not enough. You stare at the screen. You are still holding on. The door opens. Marcus walks in. He is your new driver. He is holding a folded $100 bill. Found this under the floor mat, sir. Marcus says. He holds it out. He has a slight limp. You look at the money. You look at him. He could have kept it. You would never have known. It costs him nothing to lie. But he hands it over. Thank you, Marcus, you say. Your voice is hollow. He nods once and steps back out. He always taps the doorframe twice before leaving. A small, honest rhythm in a room full of lies. You look at the drafted apology from Elias. The blue folder is sitting in the trash can. You will not apologize. You call the network. You demand an interview. It is time to burn the house down to save yourself. Survival mode engages quietly. Level 6, the long desk. The carpeting in the Oval Office is surprisingly firm. Year 14. You are the president. The air is perfectly still, filtered through 3 separate security layers. It is 9:40, 2 in the morning. Rain streaks the bulletproof glass. You sit behind the Resolute Desk. The wood feels cold under your palms. The campaign cost $940 million. Every single promise you made was compromised before you even took the oath. The daily brief sits in front of you. A red tab marks the page requiring authorization for a drone strike. Sign where the red tab is. The echo of Elias from the gymnasium haunts the room. He is gone. You do not know where he lives now. Marcus opens the heavy white door. He still limps. He is the head of your detail now. He taps the doorframe twice. The press corps is ready, Mr. President. Marcus says. His voice is steady. You look at the red tab. You pick up a gold pen. You sign your name. It takes 4 seconds. Those 4 seconds will end 42 lives in a desert 7,000 miles away. You do not feel anything. That is the true horror. The climb is over. You reach the absolute summit. The air up here is thin. You stand up. You straighten your tie. You walk toward the flashing cameras. The machine owns you completely. The distant applause in the hallway sounds exactly like static. Level 7, the glass box. The library of the post-presidential estate is entirely silent. Year 20. It costs $12 million a year just to maintain the security perimeter. You sit in a heavy leather chair. Marcus stands by the mahogany door. He taps the doorframe twice. Call on line 1, sir. Marcus says. You pick up the receiver. It is Vance. He served 48 months in a federal facility for the offshore accounts. His voice is thin, hollow. It is just math. Vance whispers through the static. We sold the 51%. I just did not realize the interest rate. The line goes dead. You hang up. You look at your hands. They are spotted with age. They still feel entirely too clean. The television is on mute in the corner. The screen flashes to a local news broadcast. A small town election. For a fraction of a second, you see Elias. He is older, his hair completely white, standing in the background of a gymnasium shot. He is holding a blue folder. The breath leaves your lungs. You try to look away, but you cannot. The empire you built feels exactly like a cage. You have everything, and you own absolutely nothing. You are a historical footnote, preserved in a bulletproof museum. You ask Marcus for a glass of water. He limps to the pitcher. He pours it slowly. The ice clinks against the crystal glass. The small sound is deafening. Level 8. The folding chairs. The fluorescent lights in the community center buzz at a low, irritating pitch. It is 7:14 in the evening on a Tuesday. Year 22. You are here to endorse a local candidate. A final favor for a major party donor. The air smells exactly like floor wax and old coffee. Marcus flanks you, scanning the room of 65 people. Half of them are looking at their phones. You walk toward the front of the room. A young man is standing behind a plastic folding table. He is sweating through a cheap, frayed gray suit. He looks absolutely terrified. He looks exactly like you did. The young man hands a young woman next to him a blue folder. Sign where the red tab is. He says, his voice quiet, cracking slightly. The phrase hits you like a physical blow to the ribs. You stop walking. The young man steps up to the microphone. It whines. A sharp burst of feedback. The crowd winces. He clears his throat. He starts a speech about local property taxes. You know he does not know the real answer. You know he put the venue rental on a personal credit card at 19.99% interest. You could pull him aside. You could tell him what the climb actually costs. You could tell him about the empty rooms. Instead, you do nothing. You turn around. Marcus taps the doorframe twice. You walk out into the silent night.